So earlier this evening, it was actually during the show, I got word Lesnar's going to be back on this show. And when I get that news, I'm like, okay, got to confirm. WWE's running a show at MSG. UFC's running a main event, a huge show right now. I'm not going to hear back from anybody. And I didn't hear back from anybody. Ran it with one source. Don't usually do that, but ended up panning out. It was up early for Fightful Select subscribers. So this fight, Cormier, Miocic. Early on, Miocic bullied Cormier around. Cormier came in a little bit heavier, but, his frame is a little thicker. I broke that down, how when he slams people, he's able to make more impact because of his smaller frame. It works a little bit better than a taller guy. But Miocic bullied his way inside, and Cormier looked a little helpless. Miocic was finding a home for a lot of knees and was making it work. Miocic gets poked in the eye, and I saw somebody say that played a factor. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what Miocic says as well, but I don't know if he's even aware that he got poked at this point because he got knocked out pretty cold. Cormier connects with big punches as Miocic puts his hands down and backs out, something that Cormier said that he looked out for. Knocked out Miocic. Cormier is the best heavyweight in the world. And you got to wonder, was Cormier always the best heavyweight in the world? How much did he sacrifice for his friend, Cain Velasquez, who barely fought? Cain Velasquez might not fight by the time that Cormier retires. Cormier is 39 years old, and he is a double UFC champion. He's one of the best fighters of all time, one of the best fighters in the world right now, and he didn't even find MMA until his 30s. That's unbelievable. It's almost unheard of. That's special. Now, what does this do for Cormier's legacy? Now, he's been beaten by Jon Jones twice. Once was turned into a no contest. Definitely some foggy situation. But he did something that Jon Jones has not been able to do. Why? Because Jon Jones can be his own worst enemy. He was able to become a UFC heavyweight champion. Oh, by the way, while he holds the UFC light heavyweight championship. That's special. That's something unique. That's something that nobody else has ever done at the same time. We've had heavyweight and light heavyweight champion in Randy Couture, but never at the same time. Not only that, he's up there with Conor McGregor now. Conor McGregor is the only other guy to hold two titles at one time. Unbelievable. And for, all the bad breaks that Daniel Cormier gets, man. Injuries and opponents pulling out and drug tests for his opponents and his opponents falling out. And he faced a really unmotivated Rumble Johnson. And a lot of people, including myself, questioned the validity of that win. Man knocked out Miocic. He knocked out Volkan Ozdemir. He tapped out Rumble Johnson. He beat Anderson Silva. And the Anderson Silva, you can say what you want about that, but beat Gustafsson. Choked out Rumble Johnson. Beat Dan Henderson. Oh, and then in his heavyweight run, well before that, he beat Bigfoot, Frank Mir, Roy Nelson, Josh Barnett. Josh Barnett broke his hand early. Doesn't matter. He beat Josh Barnett. The guy didn't do MMA until he was 30. Awesome. What a career that guy has had, and he deserves this big fight with Brock Lesnar. Daniel Cormier said that he wanted Brock Lesnar, brought Brock Lesnar into the cage, and Lesnar pushed him. Dana White later said that the process for the USADA pool has been started. They are definitely making Cormier versus Brock Lesnar